I remember the first time I heard somebody talk about this when I started watching cash stuffing videos, and I was like, what? What are you talking about? Although I will say I do enjoy the fight. Hello friends, how are we today? My tone might sound a little bit off today, it's just one of those weeks. I'm in a complete mood. I'm doing this cash stuffing a little bit early because I have an exam on Friday, so every month my cash stuffing day tends to change just because I'm paid monthly, so the actual day of the week that I get paid on every month will change, and then I normally go from there. But this month so far it's been on Fridays, but I have an exam on Friday that I am ill prepared for, to say the very least. And yeah, I'm cash stuffing early so I don't have to think about the fact that I should be studying because I'm cash stuffing. So I'm just trying to distract myself, to be honest. So this is the final week of August. Is that? Yeah, it's the final week of August cash stuffing for me. So we get paid again on the 15th of September, and I'll be doing a budget with me for that quite soon. But yeah, for the minute, this is the final week of August, which is exciting because I love every month getting to change up the budget, but we do normally stick to the same thing every week for the month. So let us see what is left over in our wallet. I don't think it's a lot. We went on a date this week. Future husband had an interview, so we had to go shopping to get him some interview clothes, and we decided then to go for food afterwards. So I cleared out dates and a little bit of food money for that. Fun money's gone. I didn't know if there was anything left in fun. And food money's gone too. Okay, so there isn't a cent left in here, which is absolutely fine. That is what that's intended for. We also ended up one of the days, we got our weekly food shop like we normally did, but then we had a craving for like a barbecue, so we went and bought one of those little disposable barbecues from the shop, which neither of us have ever used before, so that was a nightmare. Couldn't get that to light, really kind of half cooked some stuff on it and then had to come back inside and put everything in the oven because yeah, we couldn't get anything cooked. So that's where all my money went this week, but money well spent. So let's flick to our last week. This binder's so hard to open now because there's so few envelopes in it. So we have our €3 in here. Get that out of the way. And we can count this. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 92, to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 300, 305, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I think I might have missed a 5 there, but that's okay. Or even double counted one, but sure luck. We'll figure it out as we go. As I always say, every single video. Okay, so back into the purse and get that stuffed for this week. I've been looking a lot at my budget for September, getting ready for the budget with me video, and I've kind of decided, so I suffer from a bit of seasonal depression, amongst other bits and bobs, but September is always a really bad one for me. Also, I think I broke my spending envelope. It's open on the edge, but that's fine because we'll change it out next week. Yeah, I have always suffered with a bit of seasonal depression, and it normally hits around September for me, but I'm really not doing great at the minute. And my normal thing that I would normally do to make myself feel better would be to spend money. But obviously with cash stuffing, that's not something that I'm really trying to do right now. But I've kind of been having a long conversation with myself internally about what I want to do, because honestly, there's not a lot of things that I like to do, but spending money is one of them, and cash budgeting is brilliant, and it's really been helpful for me over like not just going and spending a lot of money that I shouldn't be spending. But I think, as I said last month in my budget with me video, I need to make sure I'm giving myself money to spend, and then that I'm actually encouraging myself to spend that money and not just keep it in an envelope when I've given it to myself. So next month's goal is we're going to start saving up a bit so I can just go on an absolute mad spending spree, but it's budgeted for, you know what I mean? So that's the next thing incoming. And also any extra money that's been coming in, like there was some left over from the shopping last week, I put that into beauty just so that I can get a few things there, because the two spots that I would spend my money the most if I do go on a binge per se would be hair and beauty and clothing. But I've kind of over the years really pulled myself back from doing that. But now I know I still enjoy that, but I don't allow myself to do it. So I want to kind of, just give myself a little bit of a break. I still want it to be all within, budget, and that I'm not spending money I shouldn't be spending. But I still need to do things that make me happy. And I feel like this is probably maybe something that everybody goes through on their cash stuffing journey, is going like super strict really fast, then getting a little bit looser and being like, okay, I'm going to allow myself to do something, and then getting to the end of it and being like, right, what is my why for cash stuffing? Because for me personally, I've never had an issue paying my bills. So it's not for me about paying my bills. It's about being able to spend my money on the things I want to spend it on without worrying that if something else pops up, I've already spent that money. You know what I mean? So there's actually one more thing that I want to pop in here, and I just want to take the diesel money out of here because it's the last week of the month. So this is the week where I normally top up the car. And then whatever is left in here previously has been going to the 100 envelope, but this time will be going into either hair and beauty or clothing, because that is the current goal. And I know I like flip-flop every week, and like one week I'll be like, I don't need any more clothes, and the next week I'm like, I want to go on a shopping spree. It's how I am as a person. I will not apologize. I hope there's people out there like that. Yeah, I change my mind quite frequently. Okay, so next we're going into my binder. Right, so hair and beauty is getting 30. And I think I put a little bit extra in this at some point this week from leftovers. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 92, 210, 20, 30, 45. Fabulous. I've also decided I'm definitely going to do something with my hair. Probably not too soon, just because I wanted to grow out a little bit more, because whatever I'm going to do is probably going to involve bleach. My hair is still like probably 3/4 of it is bleached, but it has brown on top. So whatever I do, be it going back blonde or going ginger, it's going to require being bleached. But at the minute I'm trying to grow out my hair, because last year I looked like Lord Farquaad. I had too short of a bob. It wasn't a good time, and I'm still recovering from that. So I think I probably need another few months to get my hair down a bit more. It's at like just under collarbone length. So that is the plan. I don't want to touch it with bleach until I have it at a certain length. Haven't decided what the exact length is yet, but we'll figure that out and then decide where to go from there. So our €3 goes into Booch. So in here now we have, oh yes, I made change out of this envelope. So 2, 4, 6, 7. That doesn't sound right. I've been putting in 3s and somehow I've ended up with a 7. Does that? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No questions. So we have 20, 30, 40, 55. Health is getting 10. So in health we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 90, 95, 105, 10. Nice. I actually did a tiny bit of spending out of one of these envelopes during the week, unexpectedly, when we went to go get the barbecue stuff. Oh, it's in the sinking funds. It's the House one. I used House for some fabric conditioner. My House envelope is very vague in what it's used for. That's the first time I've spent out of the House envelope, but I used it to get stuff for laundry because in my head, laundry is at home. It's a house thing that I do. I would also use it probably for like furniture, appliances. What else? Repairs? I don't know. That's what that envelope's for anyway, but hobbies is skipped as per usual. Clothing isn't currently on my list that's getting things, but it will be next month. Going out is getting 10. Sorry, should have tucked this in. I've got a really comfy jumpsuit on today. I also put on makeup this morning, and I'm not one of those people that wears makeup every day. So this just goes to tell you how bad of a space I'm in if I'm getting up and putting makeup on. One, from the point of view of procrastination, and two, trying to make myself feel better. I only wear makeup like probably once a month, maybe once every 2 months when I actually go out, but I do really like makeup. I'm just having a whole internal battle going on at the minute, and yeah, acting very strange. So we've going out is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 5, 70. I'm also at some point this week going to do a check-in. So next week is my 3-month anniversary of cash stuffing. So I've been doing cash stuffing since June. So I'll have done my June, July and August paycheck with cash stuffing. And that, I really want to check in and see what I have, because I feel like even though obviously I count these every week, you don't really feel where you are, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. It's because there's so many that you're going through and you're not writing it all down and looking at everything you saved in the last couple of months. But she's getting chunky. Okay, and then we can go straight into wedding because I need to put a $5 in here somewhere. And I don't know where we'll go. I think we might go for... I'm going to skip ceremony for the minute. Might go venue and decor. Yeah. Let's go venue and decor. So I think there's already a 10 in here. Oh, sorry. I thought there was 20 for a second. So we have 15 in venue and decor now. Beautiful. And into our sinking funds. Okay, car tax, €10 for you. So we now have 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75. That's really good. I think I checked recently how long, if I was saving a $5 a week, it would take me to get my car insurance or car tax up. And I think it's like the perfect amount for me is like a $5 a week. So, but there are some months where I can do 10 and I do. So car insurance got 10 as well. So that should also be 75 like the last one. 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75. Beautiful. Although I have a little bit of fear in me over it because you know the way every year you just never know what the insurance company are going to come back with. Like tax is going to be the same every year, so I'm not too worried about that. But for car insurance, it can come in, it can be double. So although I will say I do enjoy the fight of calling the car insurance and being like, put it down now. So I don't mind that so much, but it's still not nice getting a bill in when I'm expecting it to be the same as this year, if not less, and then you get something that says it's double. Not the most enjoyable experience. House has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So yeah, we spent a $5 out of here just because it was a really good deal on a really big bottle of fabric conditioner. Christmas is getting 15, and then I think we're gonna pause on the Christmas because I think what we're doing in my house, I have so many 5s in here because I needed to make change out of here at some point, or, well, that doesn't make sense, does it actually? Obviously, so sometimes I make change, but then sometimes I do the opposite, especially for my bonus stuffings, because what I'll do is I might have a couple of 5s that might add up to, say, 25, but I'll take a 20 out of here and throw the 5s in, because I don't want to put 5s into the 100 envelope. So we're just ending up with ridiculous amounts of 5s. But yeah, I think I'm going to pause Christmas after this week, because I think what we're going to do in my house is we're all chipping in to get each person one big present. And I think the most realistic way to do that is if everybody just goes and buys one big present for one other person, and then we don't all have to exchange money, if that makes sense. But in theory, we all contributed. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I think I have more than enough to do that now. So I'm going to pause this and stick it into clothing. Don't judge. So we have 50, 1, 1, 10, 25, 35, 40. Wait, no, that wasn't right, was it? Oh my God, there was another 50 in there. So 150, 60, 75, 85, 95, 200, 205, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 300, 305, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I think that's right. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it sounds pretty much correct. It's probably more than I need, so either way we're good. Birthdays is getting 10. So we have 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65. Beautiful. Don't have another birthday until, oh, actually this started next month, so that's fair enough. Technology is getting 5. I think this one's going to get paused soon too, because there's a €50 in here, which is pretty cool. So we have 60 in there now. Future husband is getting 5. We're going to plan a dinner for, so our 1 year, no, I keep saying 1 year. I even when I'm saying like happy anniversary to him, I keep getting it wrong, and I know in my head how long we've been together, but when I try to say it with my mouth, it won't come out. It's not great. It sounds really bad. But we are together 2 years and 6 months at the start of October. So for the first year of our relationship, we celebrated every month, because yes, we are those people. And then after the first year, I was like, this is not financially viable. We need to either like shrink this down a lot or just like pick milestones. So I think we've settled on every 6 months. So obviously you have your yearly and then the half year mark as well, which is October. So we're going to plan a nice dinner, maybe somewhere new. I'm not sure. We're both very, not picky, but we find places that we like, and then we will just continue to go to those places because it's like, it's what we like and we don't like to be disappointed. So we have 55, 65, 70 in here. So I don't know yet. There's a few places that I've kind of been looking at, but again, yeah, I just don't like going out for like a really expensive dinner if it's not up to the standard that I like. That sounds so snooty, but it's, if I'm paying a lot of money, I want really good food. I don't want to pay a lot of money, because this happened to me many times in the past, pay a lot of money for subpar cocktails and subpar steaks, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's just trying to figure out where we're going to go with that one. Giveaway, I am going to pause on for a second, and that is us done for sinking funds, which means it is time. Oh, that's not shaking for me. Sometimes they all get caught up in the grooves. Okay. Oh, I never cleaned this. Okay, you're gonna have to give me 2 seconds because I'm gonna need to clean Knockout 9. Okay, Knockout 9 is clean, and we'll just go to infinity first. So, what did this take off me last week? It was 10, wasn't it? Was it this 10? I'm honestly just, at this point, just picking random spots. And we're just going from there. So, yeah, we're gonna say we were here. Could have been there. Doesn't matter. +2. My entire week spending is gone. All right. So be it. I don't think I have any plans. I have to go back to work. I've been off work for this is my 3rd week off because of my exams. So, but that doesn't really cost anything, thank God. So, infinity challenge, and this will probably go through to the shopping trip then that I was talking about, because as we said before, the infinity challenge is taking my spending money to give it to me at a later date for something bigger. So this could be when I finally get my hair done, probably won't be till next year though, or when I go on the shopping trip. So infinity challenge has 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 135. Fabulous. Sorry, I can hear the sarcasm in my own voice. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. As I said, I apologize. I am just in a mood. So, Knockout 9. Okay. Oof. Radio, and I did have my Sharpie somewhere. Here we go. So 2 dice. Let us roll. So we have a 5 and a 2, so let's cross off a 7. I'm surprised how easily this cleaned off. The last time I tried to clean off something, I tried with an alcohol wipe. 6 and 6 is 12. Let's make that a 9 and a 3. And I just smudged it all over the place with the alcohol wipe. But then I heard somebody saying about nail varnish remover, which I don't have, but I do have pure acetone for soaking gel nails off. And acrylic nails off, so I just used that and it worked like a dream, so that worked out perfect. 5 and 5 is 10, so we can do an 8 and a 2. So that's 9. 5 and 4 is 9. Isn't that 9? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Ooh, this might be a nice week for the Knockout 9. Okay, so it's €7 going into Knockout 9 today. This may be repurposed. So the plan was that this was going towards 1 month ahead. But then I moved around my emergency fund a bit. So my emergency fund technically has 4 months of survival money in it, but I could also classify that as 3 months of emergency fund and then 1 month ahead, and that would mean I wouldn't have to save towards the 1 month ahead anymore. And honestly, I'm going to keep saving through Knockout 9 and keep funding the 1 month ahead, but may use it for another purpose. My current thing is I want to get the bathrooms in the house redone. There's 1 bathroom and there's one ensuite, but the ensuite is very, very tiny. And it doesn't have a sink. It's literally a toilet and a shower. And it's a tiny little shower that you can barely move in. So we're thinking we might get that redone. And I'm just looking at this. Probably should have given that 1 more wipe, but how and never. €7 in here. So, all over the place. Right. So if I give you 10, can you give me change? No, you cannot. And my €3 gone from Booch. Will I just throw a tenner in today? Yes, let's just do that. That's fine. There's like €20 or €25 a week budgeted for the Knockout 9, so that's okay. Pop you in. Yeah, so we may use the knockout 9 and the 1 month ahead for the ensuite then. We'll just see how it goes. Wildcard next. I've been really enjoying getting the lower amounts now. I know I was given out, but I have actually been enjoying getting the lower amounts in the wildcard challenge because it means that I can do some of my other challenges. So don't mind if I'm pulling small, but now that I've said that, I'm definitely going to pull a big one. Okay. Right. Where are we feeling today? We go with you. Damn. Called it. So king is 100. So we shall pop 100 into wildcard. 20, 40, 60, 81. So it's all my 20s. And we might even, we'll see how much we have in here, might move this over to the Florida envelope because it's the last week of the month. So wildcard now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 50, 350. Okay. I know that the Florida challenge is, all the icons are 80. So if I had an extra 10 in here, I could do it, couldn't I? 8, 16, 24, no wait. 32. Okay, so I could put 320 in and leave some money in there. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320. So there should be 30 left, which is right. Okay. So leave 30 in wildcard for next month. And we'll grab the Florida one then. This is the first time we're putting anything in Florida, so that's cool. $80 each. Okay, so each pineapple is 80, and if we're putting in 320, that's 8, 16, 24, 32. So let's color in. I'm just gonna color in the base. Nice. Give that a sec and just make sure 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 320. Might even put that into the bank soon. So what I was thinking, because I've gotten to this point with my cash stuffing, I'm thinking that even though I'm going to do my budget with me and I normally do the cash breakdown of what I need to take out of the bank, there's no point in me bringing this money to the bank and at the same time ask them for money back. So after my budget with me video, I'm going to do a little bit of calculations and figure out how little I can take out of the bank. You know what I mean? Like, are there things I want to put back into the bank and put as placeholders in here and then use this cash for the next month's cash stuffing? I remember the first time I heard somebody talk about this when I started watching cash stuffing videos, and I was like, what are you talking about? And now I'm at that point myself, and I'm like, okay, it makes sense to me, but I completely understand if you're confused. So, and you're probably too confused to even ask a question about it, because that's what I was. I was like, I don't even understand what I don't know. So if you are confused by what I just said, I was too. That's Florida done. So what do we have left for this week? We have 10 and we have 3 5s. Okay. So I think I'm going to move these around actually a little bit because these challenges are great. However, these ones are more on my mind at the minute. I'm loving my piggy pile up and I love my jars. These are actually kind of have turned into somewhat of a, like, I've seen some people that have, you know, like a 10 challenge and a 5 challenge, and that's kind of what these have become for me. So whenever I have a 10, it's going into piggy pile up. So we'll give piggies the 10. I'm always scared I'm going to stain my envelopes. Give it another few wafts. So we've 20 in piggy pile up now. And then for the jars, I have 3 5s. So I think we'll do 7 and give that 2 5s, and then we'll do one of the others. So let's go jar 7 and jar 5. And just in case you haven't seen before, I round everything up. So everything for 6, 7, 8, 9 gets 2 5s, which is 10. And then everything up to 5 gets a 5. And that ends up then, rather than saving me 45, this will save me 65. So I'll just grab my jars. I can move this one out of the way. So that's our jars for today. Why did I take 3? We only needed 2. Okay. So we'll roll up our 2 5s first. Just wanted to get close to the microphone because I really love that noise. Makes me really satisfied. Just the jars in general make great noises. Love them. Jar number 1. So that's our 2 jars for the week. Doing well with that challenge. I'm excited to finish that one so that we can then move into, I'm going to build up. So I think there's 9, 16, 25 and then 36 jars. I think that's how they work. So I'm just going to keep building up with them. But that is everything for today, guys. I'll have a bonus stuffing up in the next day or so, and the budget with me will be up in the next 2 to 3 days. Just bear with me. I have to get through this exam on Friday as much as I really don't want to, and then we can get back to regular happy Juliana, who is very happy to be here. I do apologize for my demeanor today. If you got to the end of the video, leave me a green heart. I love to see who has stayed with me until the end despite my mood. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.